But with time, Obesa became comfortable and complacent within his function. So instead of singing Orunmila awake, he would shove him awake and be like, yo, get up. Now, this would cause Orunmila to become very agitated, cranky, and nasty, for lack of a better phrase. And he would take it out, on everyone in his house, but who would get the brunt of it was his wife, Oshun. And Oshun was like, yo, this guy Obesa is making my life horrible because he wakes up my husband the wrong way, and then my husband interacts with all of us the wrong way, so I got to get rid of Obesa, right? Now, mind you, Obesa had been warned multiple times about his character. He was even rude to Oshun. So Oshun set out on a personal vendetta to replace Obesa. So she got divination from other awos. Obesa was revealed, ironically. And she went to deposit the ebo at the river. And when she arrived at the river, she saw a gentleman singing by the river, as nature intended. And she went up to the guy and said, hey, who are you and what are you doing? He says, my name is Obedi, and I am singing. And she said, yeah, but you have no clothes on. I mean, you sing very well. Like, what's your deal? Obviously you're talented. Why are you naked? He said, well, I don't have a job. I'm a babalao. I sing, but, no one's employed me or anything like that. I'd really love to get a job and put some clothes on, to be honest with you, miss. And she said, well, I might have an opportunity for you. If you could be punctual and show up at my house at the back door at 3:55 a.m. tomorrow, I'll get you a job. And he said, okay, I'll be there. And he showed up at 3:55, and Oshun threw some clothes on him and introduced him into their marital bedchamber. And at 4 a.m. on the nose, Obedi started singing Orunmila awake, right? When Orunmila heard this, he woke up, he felt great, and when he looked, he got a little scared because he had no idea who Obedi was. And at that moment, at 4:05, Obesa walked in late for his job. And Obesa said, what's going on here? And Orunmila looked and realized what had occurred, and he looked at Oshun and he said, yeah, Obesa, what's happening here is you're being replaced. And Obedi is going to, take your job and supervise you because you haven't been doing a very good job and haven't had good iwa up until this point. And Obesa was like, how could you guys do this to me? And Orunmila said, how could you do this to us? We've been very good to you. And all you've shown is impunity and a lack of appreciation. You should be ashamed of yourself. But the beautiful thing is your older brother, Obedi, here, is going to show you how to do the right thing. So you just do what he says, right? And Orunmila looked at Obedi and he said, bro, as long as you do this, you will have a job forever.